And hello, darlings. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whichever part of the world you are tuning in from. Darlings, it is so wonderful to welcome you to another fabulous week. And before we kick off this overview call, I want to give a huge, huge, huge shout out to each and every one of you who took up Robert Vaughan's challenge to do some push-ups on Friday. What I love most about what happened so naturally with that campaign is that it started with one man's passion, one man's vision, shared via his blog and his video that was then followed by a community. And I just think that if anyone was looking for a better example of how powerful it is to communicate your message and the impact that you can have on a lot of people, that would have to demonstrate it. Now, I don't know if Robert ever envisaged, I never know how to say that word, envisioned, whatever, what may have happened by him sharing a passion of his. I doubt very much that he would have expected to get all of these crazy boot campers doing push-ups on benches, on rocks, on stairs, on walls. You know, people from New Zealand, Australia, England. We had people in Thailand, right? I bet Robert never imagined how far this would go, right? So guys, I want to give a big shout out to the boot campers who took up the challenge and who chose to join a cause that is really passionate, meaningful to Robert. You know, I have basically committed to the fact that I do push-ups every day anyway, so I'm just going to record me doing them. You may or may not have seen a video I posted just before this bootcamp went live, but I did 134 push-ups this morning. Please don't watch the video. That is 8 minutes of your life you do not need to waste, okay? Just trust me, there are 134 there, but your time is far better spent elsewhere, okay? So please do not watch that video, but I did do them. So Robert, darling, I'll be recording them all for you up until at least, I'll do them up until at least Orlando, at least. I'll record up until Orlando, because that actually took me a little while to edit it. But anyway, it's all good. I will commit to doing that till Orlando. So if any of you other darlings want to add a few push-ups, you know, you're more than welcome to do so. I think it's a very, very worthy cause. And here's something else I want you guys to think about too. Have a look at how many views you got up in your push-up videos and consider those views to your normal videos. I was shocked. One woman from, which country is she in? Sweden, Denmark. You may know her, Sana. She actually did a video on the subject. She didn't want to do the push-ups. You know, she made excuses that she didn't have a tripod, and I said, use books. Robert, you know, got in there and, you know, said, hey, it's for a good cause. And so she did some push-ups. I think she did 12 or something. She got over 500 views on that video, and she could not believe it. And she created a video on the subject saying the reason she got all of those views is because it was a video of her doing something, right? And here's the funny thing about when we allow ourselves to be seen as vulnerable, right? It was a bit vulnerable doing push-ups, right? You kind of feel dumb, you kind of feel a bit silly. Like, yeah, I look like a dog, right? But that vulnerability that so many of you displayed on Friday is what people love about you. You know, we're not all perfect, you know. We can't all have a hair done every day. We can't all wear makeup every day. You know, we can't all be these perfect caricatures of how we think our niche markets want to see us, right? Some days we just got to be real and just leave it all out on the floor, right? So I want you to really ponder that, how your ability to lose your inhibitions made people want to be really curious about what it was you were doing that day. I mean, I've seen some of you guys got 500 views on some of your videos, right? And I think you must be a little bit shocked yourself. So this challenge will go on until, of course, the 22 million push-ups are achieved. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing this until Orlando. If you guys want to join me all the way to Orlando, that would be super, super cool. But it can't hurt. And one of the other things I noticed too, a lot of you, it made you go, damn, I am not so fit. I think I might get into some health and fitness programs. So, hey, it's a double whammy of wonderfulness. So if you guys want to keep doing it, absolutely, I would cherish to see your videos. And please do keep tagging me, because I think it's a wonderful way to spread this message. So guys, that was it for the push-ups. Just really proud of you guys. And Robert's so inspired by you. So thank you for getting the ball rolling. It's just amazing, just amazing. Oh, one other thing, we had Elizabeth's son doing push-ups, and I believe that there might be a little project going on down in Australia to forward and champion this cause. So I look forward to Elizabeth's updates on that. All right, darlings, so what are we doing this week? This week we are doing bridge videos, right? The entire boot camp has been constructed in such a way that everything is a progression of everything else, okay? The reason why I got you guys to do your Facebook videos first is because these Facebook videos are easy. You know, you're talking to your friends, you're talking to people who already know, like you, they kind of trust you, right? And you're just showing up as the beginning version of who you really want to be in this industry, right? So you're sharing bits from your reading, you're sharing bits from your training, you're getting your feet wet and you're starting to get really comfortable in that role as a teacher, as a coach, as a mentor, right? You're starting to get really, really comfortable in front of the camera. Your words are starting to come easier and easier. You're finding it much easier to pick up the camera and just talk, right? You're losing your self-consciousness, right? You're finding it really easy to get these videos done, right? So the next step, of course, is that we started to get you comfortable with blogging. Now, why would we want to do that? Well, then you can put videos in your blogs, right? But it's to create content. So when you're getting this interest on Facebook, you'll be able to start putting your blog links on Facebook so people start reading your blogs, okay? Lead generation, okay? That's traffic. That's traffic. Got your video, you got your blog, you got a link, boom, okay? Traffic from your videos from Facebook, right? So the next thing, of course, last week we taught you guys about capture pages. Now, maybe some of you don't want to send your people to blogs sometimes. Maybe you just want to downright capture a lead, right? So you're going to make those beautiful capture pages we taught you how to make last week, and you can then put that link on Facebook underneath your video, right? So once we've got the capture pages, where do we want to send your leads? We want to send them to a video of you, a bridge video of you. Now, why do we want to do this? We want to bridge your lead to your business opportunity. iPass, EN, whichever funnel you're going to put on the front. I strongly recommend put iPass on the front. Anyway, I'm just saying, okay, but you are the bridge. You sit right here in the middle. Here's my firm belief on this. No one buys your company. They don't. They do not buy your company. They don't care what company you belong to. And I think I've given you guys a couple of examples of this in some of the previous boot camps. You know, we've had people who have seen glimpses of us somewhere, doing a video somewhere, something, and they've literally said, I don't care what it is that they're doing, I just want to do it with them. They didn't know what company we're in until they kind of got in, you know. They didn't know anything about our business. They just wanted to be with us, okay? How do we do that? We do that by showing up in videos all the time, right? I may have posted somewhere on my wall on the weekend a video I did back in 2012, and it was really interesting to watch that video because I don't sound anything today like I did back then. And if you can find that video, or if you want it, let me know in the comments beneath this hangout right now, and I'll put it in the thread so that you can see that video, and it will just make you really, really see how the more you do something, the better and more confident you get, right? This video, I'm a little embarrassed about it, but hey, it got 3 leads the other day. Now, this is something I want to talk to you about. I'm getting a little bit off track, but I want to talk to you about this because that's a really, really important point that I did want to raise today. Long tail keywords. That post, the tag was designing your life. I did keyword research on that. It had less than 300 monthly searches. 3 leads in one day, all right? Can you imagine having hundreds of posts with just a little bit of keyword research done on them, right? That post itself didn't have a lot of on-page SEO. Actually, you know what? I'll put the link in the thread anyway so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. I think I had the long tail keyword once or twice in the blog post, but it really didn't have a lot of on-page SEO there. I just wanted to talk about designing your life. I really wanted to, it was a passion peace of mind. It wasn't for ranking or anything like that. But hey, I did a little bit of keyword research anyway. So I will throw that in the comments because I really want you guys to appreciate how you can really pour your heart and passions into your blog posts without being a mechanical on-page SEO machine, right? Like I said, that thing got 3 leads the other day. And it was really funny. Whilst we were out yesterday, I posted something on Facebook as well. Our Kalatu blogs, we have one specific list just for Kalatu blog subscribers, got 18 leads. 18 leads. Now, for us to get a lead, it means that someone has jumped on our blog post, hit the back key to get that light box, which asks them if they'd like to join our mailing list, right? 18 people yesterday said yes, okay? And all we do, you know our blogs, I mean, they're not really that clever, okay? We do a little bit of keyword research. We, throw keywords around here, there, and everywhere, and boom, okay? So this stuff works, my darlings. It works. And do not let, I was getting a bit angry over the last couple of days, do not let your sponsor, it's not me, but do not let your sponsor tell you that long tail keyword research on your passion projects does not work. Do not let your sponsors tell you that, okay? Whatever their story is about blogging, don't let them tell you that, okay? Blog your heart out, okay? My feeling is there are 2 ways you can build your business. You can build it from your heart, or you can build it from your head. Building from your heart might take a little longer, but it will be more rewarding and more fulfilling in the long run. And you'll keep doing it because you're building from your heart. Building from your head is quick. It's fast. In my opinion, it's a little soulless. I don't think it's something that people enjoy doing much because it's all up here, okay? I may be wrong. I may be wrong, my darlings. I may be wrong. But I personally think that there are 2 ways to build a business, from your head and from your heart. And I teach from your heart. So yeah, if you have sponsors out there telling you that this stuff doesn't work, you just tell them to go shove it, okay, because it does. Hence why actually I put that thing on Facebook today, that they 18 leads, because I kind of wanted to, I didn't want to stick it to someone, but I'm kind of like, I don't like people telling you guys that this stuff doesn't work. That makes me really, really angry and cross, okay, because it does. All right, my darlings. So where was I? Bridge videos. Okay, so sorry to get completely off track there. So what we've done is, okay, we've got your beautiful capture page that has got a picture of you, and it's got something that makes people instantly attract themselves to you. They like what they see, right? And so it makes them want to opt in. And once they opt in, guess what's the best thing for them to see? It's not an iPass video, and it's not a millionaire video, right? They don't know these people. They don't know these millionaires. They've met you. They've found you somewhere, right? So it makes sense that they get to meet you in a video, right? And it can be the shortest video ever, like a quick little 2-minute, 3-minute little piece, just something that goes before your company plan, right? So what we're going to do on Wednesday is I'm going to take you through the most successful bridge video we ever did. Okay, this is what we call a funnel. Okay, you're taking people through a funnel, and we're going to explain to you why we believe it worked and all of the connection points we made with our laser target audience throughout that entire video. You'll see where I'm relating to Kiwis, my countrymen. You'll see where I'm relating to my countrymen through sport, through agriculture, through where we got married. You'll also see that I'm relating to entrepreneurs. I talk about some businesses, that I started, throughout my career. I relate to travelers. There's a lot of hot buttons that we're hitting in that video, right? So on Wednesday, we're going to break it down and we're going to explain exactly how this works. Now, the beautiful thing about a bridge video is if you don't want to, and this is why we teach it, if you don't want to, you don't even have to be in it. How cool is that? Okay, but please do not get an actor from Fiverr to do this, okay? It has to be you. Okay, so we're going to teach you how to create a PowerPoint presentation that you simply read over. Now, if you do want to do one yourself, absolutely. The same premise will exist, that you need to still create a story with your target audience. But instead of reading a PowerPoint presentation, you will be sitting in front of the camera doing it all yourself. All right. Now, darlings, I will strongly encourage you to consider doing it the way we're going to teach you, because if you look around at some of the most successful marketing campaigns out there, most of them use a PowerPoint presentation. Why? Because it's visual and auditory. It's visual and auditory. Okay. You get to hit both modalities. Actually, there's more than 2 modalities, but the strongest modalities of people when they're taking in information. Somehow reading the words and hearing them spoken to you at the same time allows the information to sink in so much deeper. All right, my darlings. And I think it's just wonderful because it means you don't have to sit in front of the camera. You don't have to feel like a dick. Okay, you're just reading, right? We're going to teach you how to read in such a way that really draws your viewers in. All right, my darlings. So that's Bridge Videos. Now, sweethearts, I want to talk about something else. Excellence Awards, my darling. Excellence Awards. We're doing assignments number 90 to 109. Okay, so on Wednesday, the next Excellence Awards will be awarded for assignments number 90 to 109. So keep up the awesome work, darlings. I see a few of you. You are pulling up the rear. You're jumping in there and you're getting some of those done, which is really, really awesome. So keep up the good work, darlings, and just know that we are all here to support you as a team. If you need something, just reach out. Okay, just shout out. You're not alone. All right, my darlings. Okay, so we've talked about long-tail keyword research. Okay, so darlings, a few of you have been reaching out and you're asking about what's going to happen at the end of this boot camp. Now, the first boot camp we did was for complete newbies. And then we discovered that there was a big need to have a newbie boot camp, right? So we did it again, which is this one here. But now what we're realizing is that at the end of these newbie boot camps, you guys want to still have the accountability factor, but you're also wanting to learn something a little bit more, okay? So Alex and I have decided that we are going to do a graduate boot camp, okay? So once you leave this boot camp, you'll be graduates, right? All you got to do to graduate, if I haven't mentioned already, is attend or watch every single live boot camp session. That's it. You don't have to do the, the live Monday calls, whatever, but to graduate, you have to do every single Wednesday live boot camp session. What that means is you have had access to all of the training within the Newbie University Bootcamp. All right, my darlings? So to graduate, all you got to do is those live sessions. So most of you are going to graduate, right? Because you turn up to everything. But we are going to be doing a graduates bootcamp where we're going to be adding some advanced things that you need once you've completed this one. I don't want to talk about it just now because I do want you guys to focus on finishing this, but we are going to take it up a notch in the next one. All right, darlings. So it'll be starting after Orlando. It'll be early November, and I'll be getting the dates sent out to you guys before this one finishes, just so you know. So I do invite each and every one of you to join me again, and we'll just hang out for another 10 weeks together. It won't be as intensive when it comes to the recording of assignments and stuff like that, because you don't need that type of accountability anymore. For 10 weeks, you have built that muscle. So you don't need that type of accountability, but you do need to have that kind of someone just watching over your shoulder just to see that you are showing up all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we are going to lift it up a notch. We are going to include some advanced stuff that I think you guys are going to be really, really excited about. So I just wanted to mention that because I know a few of you are already PMing me going, what happens after boot camp? Okay. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Now, final thing. One thing, my darlings, and this is really, really difficult to how do I express this? Okay, the struggle. When you're in the middle of a struggle, somehow, and I know it's really, really hard to do, but somehow you really do need to not publicize the struggle until you have overcome it, right? And this is a catch-22 because we all like to share, what's happening in our lives and stuff like that. But if you are using Facebook as a prospecting tool to attract people to you, to your business opportunity, and if you're struggling personally, you need to pull that back just a little, right? You need to pull that back. It is imperative that everything you post on Facebook be something that will be attractive to others thinking about joining you. If you're using Facebook as a lead generation strategy, okay? If you're using it for something else, then darlings, you do whatever it is you want to do with your personal account. But what we're teaching you here is how to use your personal account to attract people to you in a non-salesy way, okay? I have seen a few little things showing up here, there, which makes me think, if I was looking to join that person, I might think, oh, no, they've got a bit too much going on over there. Maybe I'll go somewhere else, right? Darling, we've all struggled building our businesses. If you read that post I wrote yesterday on our anniversary post, and thank you so much for all your beautiful love on that. That was just so beautiful. And my hands are killing me, but I am going to answer all of them today, I promise. If you'd been following us for the last 2 years, you would never know that we've been struggling personally with some stuff that we still can't talk about just yet because it's just stuff, right? But you wouldn't know. And when I made that comment in that post about, you know, having fear and not knowing if I'll ever breathe again, that was in the last couple of years, okay? And that fear, that dread of waking up in the morning because I've got to live it one more day, right? That was in the last couple of years, but you never would have known it. If you were following Alex and I for the last couple of years, you would not know that we had some personal struggles, right? And the reason for that is very, very deliberate. We, you, me, everyone in this boot camp, right, that aspires to build a big team, we need to be seen as invincible. We need to be seen as strong, as powerful, as leaders, okay? Leaders don't share their struggles until they have overcome their struggles. Leaders rise up and put on the bravest, darndest face they possibly can, right? It's okay to show, I don't want to say weakness, but it's okay to show that it's okay to show vulnerability, right? But be very wary of how much of your personal struggles that you are sharing. Because again, if you are using Facebook as a lead generation tool, you want people to look up to you as a leader, right? And leaders are really, really good at inspiring the masses to rise up. But if people see you kind of struggling down, it doesn't evoke that feeling of leadership. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm actually going to jump into the Facebook group, and I want to make sure that you guys are hearing on the same wavelength as me, because this is a really, really important point. And I find it uncomfortable to talk about because I know that we're very emotional creatures, and you know, sometimes we feel that we need to let people know we are struggling because, you know, maybe we want a hand, right? But that kind of stuff, it's really got to be done in private messages or within this group. Do you know what I mean? So guys, I'm just going to jump into the group, and I want to know if you can just let me know if what I've said makes sense. All right, my darlings, because I want to make sure that I haven't lost you on that one. So specifically, I want to make sure that you guys are following me on this comment about not sharing your struggles publicly. All right, guys, I'm just going to wait a few seconds because this is a really, really powerful point. I want to make sure you guys all answer. Hey, yay, you guys are excited about the boot camp, grad boot camp. Woohoo! Rock on. So yeah, I'll be sharing that message with the grads from the previous class because I know that they'll love this as well. Okay, nothing's happening on my thread. Does that mean you guys are all cool with this? Does this mean that you guys completely understand where I'm coming from here? Makes sense. Awesome, Carol. Thank you, Sweater. Okay, good. I was making sure. I was hoping my thing wasn't freezing up. So yes, my darlings, we are the leaders of tomorrow, right? And leaders are strong. Okay. Yes, we can be crying on the inside, and we can be really, really hurting, and you know, shit can be falling all around our ears, right? But you got to hold on to that stuff, okay, and let it go once you've overcome it. I'll give you an example. An example that hurt me a lot. You know, in May of 2012, Alex and I, we had a really, really rocky patch. And in our family, nobody gets divorced. Nobody. That's like oh no, you didn't. Like I've got 6 brothers, 6 uncles and aunties, and like all of their marriages are like, you know, lasting forever. And I was the eldest child to get married out of all of the grandchildren. And 3 years in, it looked like I was going to be the first one to hit the divorce courts, and that was humiliating, like humiliating. And it was one of the saddest times of my life. But if you knew me back then, you would never have known anything was happening. You just wouldn't have known. You would not have known, right? We fixed up what was wrong, and by September of 2012, Alex was the first one to mention it. And I'll never forget it. We were in San Diego. We were walking across some tram lines to get to an event. And there was a whole team. Our whole team was around us. And he blurted it out to one of the guys. It was a subject about the blog. And he said really flippantly, yeah, building our own blog nearly sent us to the divorce courts. And I'm like, what? I can't believe he just shared that, right? Because for me, it was a personal shame. It was a personal disgrace. It was like a real big weakness of mine, right? But what I understood was because we'd overcome it, now it was a strength. Now it was a story we could share to help others who might also be struggling, right? So I hope that story helps you guys today in some way, shape, or form. You guys are the leaders of tomorrow. People need to see that you're strong. They need to know that even if all the walls are crumbling on the inside, that you are a fortress on the outside. All right, my darlings? Okay, everyone understands? Awesome. Yeah, see, Michelle, now here's a great story. Michelle in Thailand, I don't know if you guys know her story yet, or if you've been following anything, but she's been struggling with something really, really personal, hugely personal. She didn't really tell anyone about it. And now that they're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, now she's going to start blogging about it. Now's the right time, right? Because she went through the shit and now she's getting to the sugar, right? You guys saw that video yesterday? Okay. So Michelle, darling, yes, just like what you're doing. But now if Michelle had been all over Facebook, like sharing all of her struggles, it's just, and I know this sounds horrible to say it, but it's just not an attractive thing to be doing, right? It's repelling, unfortunately. But to hear how one overcomes something, oh my God, that's so exciting. And we love those stories. We love those stories. So yes, Michelle, absolutely. Blog posts like your stories are fabulous. Okay, cool. Yes, absolutely. Publish small victories. Now, that brings me to the inner circle this week. The inner circle training I want you guys to do is how to escape the newbie zone. I was very fortunate to hear this live back in February 2012 when it was done by Dave Sharp, and I clung on to every freaking word. And I promise you, the smallest win I had, man, I made sure the whole world knew. I made sure the whole world knew. So, darlings, I want you to really fall in love with that training. If I was you, I would listen to it 3 or 4 times if you've never listened to it before. How to Escape the Newbie Zone by Dave Sharp. Oh, my God. That thing, I think, was one of the most powerful inner circles I've ever done. And it made me get it, right? There are some people on this planet who have never, ever, ever gotten one lead, right? Not even one, right? So imagine if you get like 3 leads in a week or something. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the thunder from that training, but Dave Sharp will explain to you how getting 3 leads is huge and what you need to do with that information. All right, my darlings, because trust me, there is probably 97% of internet marketers out there who to this day still have not gotten one single lead from what they're doing, right? And you guys will. If you guys are doing the blogging the way we teach you, if you guys are doing your videos the way we teach you on YouTube, you guys are going to be getting leads. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. So that's really, really exciting. I'm really excited about that one. Let me just refresh my screen to make sure you guys are all cool and on track here. Which thread am I in? I'm in this one. Awesome. So we're all good. All right, sweeties, I think that's it. I don't want to keep you too long. That's it. We're at 30 minutes. Yay. Sweethearts, tonight, darlings, if you want to join us on the Tilt Hour, got a really, really cool subject coming up tonight. Talking about how to build your business through inspiration rather than, okay, just how to kind of let it flow. Tonight's going to be a really, really good one. Sweethearts, that's it from me, my darlings. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. I don't think I have anything more to share with you. No, I think that's it. That's a wrap, my darlings. Thank you again for the push-up challenge, my darlings. You guys are so freaking awesome. And again, if you want to continue it right up to Orlando, well, even until the 22 million mark, you're more than welcome to do so. Darlings, I love Dave Sharp too, Steph. I love Dave Sharp too, absolutely. The guy's a freaking legend. All right, my darlings, so that's it, my darlings. I'm out. Have a fabulous week, sweethearts, and I'll see you Wednesday, normal time for Bridge video training. You guys are going to love this one. Have an epic day, sweethearts. Ciao for now. Bye.